Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Like, share, and subscribe to the video. And happy birthday to you if it's your birthday. Y'all, I'm telling you, these young people in these guns, they gonna have to do something about this. Now, y'all remember the shooting in Wilmer Hutchins High School in Dallas, where the young man turned himself in. Seemed like he was a little bit stressed out about what went on in the school. You know what going on with guys said they was gonna do it. Do this and do that to him. So he made a decision to take a weapon to school, and that's not a good decision. But apparently, no one was life-threatening injuries. Okay, so he lucky for that. And so he created a video on social media. What happened? And I don't want to give away the video, but y'all like, share to the video, and hey, subscribe to the channel as well. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's check the video out because I don't want to give it away. But before we do anything, close that screen door and stop letting all them flies up in here. Now you know how we feel about the flies.
Jail tonight, but in new video posted to social media, you are about to hear from him for the first time, and in his own words.
He told me he was gonna kill me. All these told me they was gonna kill me. Look what happened.
Tonight, police are investigating this video of the accused Wilmer Hutchins shooter, Tracy Haynes. WFA sources say was filmed shortly after gunshots wounded 4 of his classmates. Initially posted to Instagram, our sources confirmed the video's authenticity Wednesday. Police have not yet revealed a motive in this case, but those sources tell WFAA they are using this clip to investigate not only what happened, but also why.
I know I was wrong for what I did, but I didn't want to do it. But I had to do it. I'll be if one of us get buried again. I'm tired of us getting buried and nobody doing about it.
In the clip, Haynes never specifies exactly what he did, but does say he loves his nieces and nephews, and that he believed people were going to kill him.
My mama gone, my granny gone, everybody gone that I love. So I can't go. I can't go. I'd rather y'all see me like this, locked up, than y'all see me dead in the ground.
WFA also obtained and verified this surveillance video of the shooting from inside the high school. Watch as students scramble, as Haynes, according to police, fired indiscriminately, then point blank at a fellow classmate.
My heart dropped and started beating really fast.
All this new video comes as more witnesses come forward. Milton Nieto said shortly after the shooting.
Now, y'all, this man right here, I didn't know they still pick up hitchhikers. I'm sorry. But he picked him up and gave him a ride. He said that when he was crossing over the railroad track, he stopped to help the boy. But he didn't know that the boy was involved in the shooting. But that's why you don't put people in your car. I know you want to help folk. That's just a great Samaritan. But I'm glad that we have good Samaritans like that. That's good. That's not safe either.
Said shortly after the shooting, he unknowingly gave a hitchhiking Haynes a ride.
Kind of chilling, you know?
Nieto said he drove by a frantic Haynes, who flagged him down and said he crashed his dad's car and asked Nieto to drive him to his father.
I don't want any trouble. I thought I was just helping somebody out.
Nieto said he took Haynes to a gas station where someone else picked him up. Only later, when police showed up to his office to question him, did Nieto learn who'd been in his car.
The cops asked me, did he have a gun? And in my mind, I was like, I didn't even look for that. I wasn't even thinking that.
Hours
It's right near I-20 and Langdon Road, and this is the second time in a year there's been a shooting at that school.
Earlier tonight, police searched several locations for the suspect, and they've been investigating how the weapon got inside the school. All students in the building were reunited with parents and guardians by 5 p.m. We've had reporters covering this story from the moment we heard.
Tuesday in Dallas, it happened again.
Everything happened so fast.
Students heard it again.
Heard a few gunshots, saw a few students run in, heard a few screams.
Police ran toward it again.
So many polices, and it was ambulances over here.
And parents felt it again.
I was about to pass out because my son was screaming and hollering like he had like he was in a range of fire.
3 students we now know were shot inside Wilmer Hutchins High School. 1 more grazed by a...
And the main thing is to do is remain calm. I know it's excited. You heard a gunshot in the building, but those are the drills that y'all practice when you're doing this, practice for school lockdown. So the teachers did a tremendous job protecting the kids and following the protocols to, uh, the steps that you're supposed to take when you have, anything can happen in the school. So they did a good job.
So I don't have any information regarding what led up to the shooting.
Police also would not reveal how the gun got inside, but did say it did not come through regular intake when students passed through metal detectors.
It was not a failure of our staff, of our protocols, or of the machinery that we have.
In an earlier interview, the deputy mayor told WFAA someone let the suspect in through a side door.
Quite frankly, this is just becoming way too familiar, and it should not be familiar.
The superintendent acknowledged what so many already know. This is familiar, not just in our country or in our city, but at this school. There was another shooting at Wilmer Hutchins a year ago this week.
It's really scary because this isn't the first time it happened.
And the people who lived this on Tuesday again have no reason to trust it will be the last.
It's very bad that we have to keep going through this. It's sad.
And again, that search lasted nearly 8 hours. It spanned several cities.
Now, what the video that you're about to watch now is going to show you the suspect, where the suspect lived, and they did arrest him. He said he just didn't want to get shot. The young man explained in the previous video that he lost his grandma and his mom not alive. He's stressed out. He loved his nieces and his nephew. But let's get into that.
Dallas ISD police also on scene. They just showed up here shortly ago. When we got here, neighbors approaching us, sharing that it's been a wild afternoon, showing us photos they took of SWAT team members surrounding that house they're at now, when they did, in fact, think that the suspect might be here. Heavy police gear on those officers, but no luck finding the suspect, as we mentioned. Yet officers, they never left. And we're told by sources that they've been working a search warrant at this home connected to the suspect, as we mentioned, a family member's home of the suspect. And all this very fresh and very sudden for those living in this neighborhood.
It's supposed to be quiet here. That's why I moved here. I was in Irving. I moved out here because it was a lot quieter and a lot safer out here. But now I don't know what to think now since this is going on.
Not here, not in this neighborhood. So it's very alarming, very scary. Not, especially with our school being right in our backyard, very frightening.
And as we mentioned, DI police just arriving to...
So, like we said earlier, they did arrested him. He turned himself in. That's not a good decision. Y'all need to think about the consequences of your decision before you make it. If something bad about you like that, talk to someone and tell them what's going on. Authority, you know what I mean? But don't go take it upon yourself to go through the school. Now, what happened now, he got into the school. One of the students recognized who he was and let him in.
Late last night, the suspected shooter, Tracy Haynes, turned himself into sheriff's deputies outside the Dallas County Jail. Community journalist Smash Cesar was among those who was contacted to help arrange and document the 17-year-old's surrender. He says the suspect knew police were about to raid his home.
I understand how things go, and I knew that there had to be some kind of intimidation as far as the officers hitting the house, because I'm automatically know that's what the officers are going to do with any kind of thing they're going to hit the house.
Overnight, Haynes was booked into the jail where he will remain at least until there's a bond hearing. An arrest report says a student allowed the shooter in the school through an unsecured door at approximately 1:03 p.m. Haynes Jr. proceeded to walk the hallway until he spotted multiple male students in the hallway. Haynes Jr. displayed a firearm and began firing at the students indiscriminately, striking 5 students. Haynes Jr. then approached one student who was not able to run. Haynes Jr. walked towards the student and appeared to take a point-blank shot. Haynes is charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault mass shooting. Classes have been canceled at the school for the rest of the week, with a police presence outside on Wednesday.